What up, world? It's your boy, Oscar Mike. You know what I'm doing. Chilling at the beach, reflecting. And there's a couple of things that, I've been thinking about from my last week of work that I'm convinced that they need to be talked about in our society. And that is, I've realized that a lot of people really don't know who they are. I mean, they walk around aimlessly through life with a groupthink mentality or attitude, not being their own person, not asserting their dominance. I mean, every new fad that comes out, everyone jumps on it. Every new cliche that comes out, like everyone is like jumping all over it. Not thinking of their own thoughts, not thinking of their own ideas or what they stand for. Like, I don't consider myself a rebel, but I do consider myself my own man. I have my own thoughts. I have my own ways of doing things. I don't care how anyone else is doing it. I don't care what anyone else says. I care about, my thoughts, how I view things. And I try to be a trailblazer, man. Forget about thinking the way that everyone else thinks. I mean, hey, listen, forget about even the way that I think, right? You should be your own person. You should care about the things that you care about. A lot of people just follow behind anything and everything that everyone else is doing. I mean, I remember that old stupid saying, like, oh, if everybody else jumps off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge too? I mean, that stuff's real. Like, literally, half these people are jumping off the bridge and people are falling right behind them, My view is this. You gotta be your own person. I want you to sit down. I want you to think about the things that you stand for, and I want you to write them down. And I want you to study them. I want you to know who you are, what you stand for, what you like, what you don't like. You gotta try different types of eggs, if I could use that analogy. You gotta try them scrambled, you gotta try them fried hard, you gotta try them sunny side up, so that you can figure out what type of eggs you like. Don't just like scrambled eggs because everyone else likes scrambled eggs, okay? I want you to really, really do that. I want you to think about who you are. Think about what you want. Think about what you stand for, okay? I want you to write it down, and I want you to review it daily so that you can figure out who you really are, all right? Not what your mom wants you to be, or your wife, or your husband, or your cousins, or your friends, or even your job, all right? Be who you want to be. And figure that out today, because Oscar Mike said so.